I thought I'd give you a little video tutorial to help you understand kind of what I'm looking for on your evolution assignment tonight, or not tonight. It's actually tomorrow night. So I made a logo. Actually, this is a logo that um, was developed in one of the classes that I taught a while back. Um, a student came to me and said, "Brother Judkins, we're making this logo for this organization that helps awkward people date, and this is what I've got. I've worked on this couch forever, the idea is that these two people are sitting on opposite ends of the couch. They're so awkward that they're just uncomfortable with each other, and so they're on the far ends of the couch from each other." And I said, there's some good contrast in this nice big black shape with these little white shapes. Your text isn't really working with your logo, and the couch, it, it it might not be perceived as a couch right away. So let's work on this a little bit and see what happens. So we took his original idea, and I said, if the couch is hard for you to render, and if maybe there's a different way to communicate this separation, what could we do, and to help incorporate the text, how could we do that? So we came up with the idea of using the text to separate the two individuals. So the word awkward is actually the thing that's separating them. We refined the shapes a little bit, so we gave the boy some awkward ears and an awkward bow tie. Let me zoom in just a little bit. We gave the girl kind of an awkward haircut, and just played with the text. We made it a little bit more playful. It's kind of a playful idea, the organization. Plus, we're hoping we could make the letters feel awkward with each other. And I said, "What emotion is it that people feel when they're feeling awkward?" And he said, "I don't know. They're kind of nervous." And I said, "Okay, let's try and convey nervousness in these faces, because right now they're pretty much a blank slate. We don't really know." And so we added some eyes to our faces, and some glasses, which helped, and a little comb over. So it was already feeling a little more awkward, but then we realized that these faces look terrified, and awkward and terrified aren't quite the same thing. So we decided we needed to fix that. What would they be doing if they were feeling just a little bit nervous and awkward around each other? So we had them look at each other, and instead of having their faces be like they're in the dark or something, we shed a little light on their faces, I guess you could say. Added another comb over hair, and we, instead of making all of these letters awkward, we just made the K awkward. So we contrasted the fonts. We have a sans serif, and then we have this slabby serif font, and had them look at each other so that they're kind of like peeking around or uncomfortable. And I said, "Okay, how's that looking? Is that looking awkward?" And they said, "Yeah." What could we do to make it more awkward? Well, what if his bow tie wasn't straight? And what if he had, a little like calic or something? Or maybe her hair, she looks kind of like her hair as well. She's not nerdy enough, that hairstyle. Um, so we went a little bit further, and we just increased the awkwardness of their faces. We made his bow tie crooked. We made the nose bridge of their glasses thicker, and gave her two little ponytails or pigtails with a tweaker, and he's got a tweaker. So we thought, it's getting a little bit better. And I said, it's awkward no longer. These words are kind of hard to work with. I'm not really liking how the no longer is working. What if we change the name of the organization a little bit? Still kept the same idea. But so then we decided, let's try socially awkward anonymous. And instead of two ponytails, we just gave her one side pony, which is always more awkward than two. And then we just kept playing with this idea We tried using a little bit of color to communicate awkwardness, and it doesn't quite fit in with everything else. We tried another name, overcoming awkwardness, and adding a little bit of color. So it's not quite such a bright green, but kind of a ugly, I don't know, olivey green. I'm not sure what the difference is here. Oh, we tried that same socially awkward anonymous. We tried so that the text would be more readable, just making the letters large and doing an abbreviation, socially awkward anonymous. S awkward A, so social anyway. So this went through quite an evolution, and that's what I'm hoping your logo will do. If you compare where we started to where we ended up, then whichever one of these you pick, there was quite a nice amount of improvement. So anyway, I hope that helps. Best wishes, and I'll see you in class.